No greeting, we go straight in. Selena Gomez reportedly married Benny Blanco at a secret estate in Montecito with a guest list so confidential that even invitees were told to meet at hotels and wait for shuttles to an undisclosed location. Tents went up, security tightened. And while crews loaded trucks, another storyline exploded online. Justin Bieber posted more than a dozen times within hours, including scripture graphics, basketball photos, and a track labeled "I Do," according to creator recaps and fan screenshots. The comments? Brutal. Trolling, speculation, and a revived claim that on his own wedding day, he allegedly reached out to Selena 23 times. Tonight, we map the logistics, track the posts, and examine the guest shakeups, planner controversy, and a surprising package from PETA. But the final minute is the kicker. Stick around, because we'll show the exact lyric fans cite as the 23 messages receipt, and how it became ground zero for this narrative. Ready? Let's trace the wedding nobody could find, and the reaction everyone did. Why were guests told to show up without a venue address? According to circulating fan posts, the ceremony was set for a private Montecito estate, not a church, hotel, or restaurant. To reduce leaks, guests were assigned to designated hotels. A shuttle was scheduled to collect them and drive to the secret property. This is a common tactic. Decoy arrivals, limited maps, and last-mile transport keep paparazzi from staking an exact drop-off. On site, workers added large event tents, reportedly to shield vantage points and hedge against unpredictable noise or weather. Not everyone loved the look, but discretion was the priority. With helicopters, zoom lenses, and drones, a tent is less decor and more counter-surveillance. Some high-profile weddings now even deploy acoustic masking, speaker arrays that throw ambient sound at the perimeter. Whether that was used here isn't confirmed. What's clear is that privacy came first. Phone restrictions were rumored. That could mean yonder pouches, a sticker over front and back cameras, or a simple check-in policy at valet. If guests don't have their phones during vows, you cut 90% of unplanned leaks. All that secrecy still couldn't prevent a last-minute shock. An A-lister reportedly bowed out within 24 hours, changing the seating plan and headlines. Who and why? Was the cancellation about loyalty or a franchise too big to miss? Meryl Streep, connected to Selena via Only Murders in the Building, allegedly canceled within a day of the event due to work tied to a Devil Wears Prada sequel. Her OMITB co-star Martin Short was still expected, according to the same coverage. Other names surfaced in creator chatter and fan threads. Ashley Park, Paris Hilton, Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, and Cardi B. These remained rumors unless vetted by attendee photos after the fact. Then there's Taylor Swift. Taylor was framed as likely to attend, possibly staying in a private rental instead of a hotel for security. That tracks with how A-listers reduce lobby sightings and staff leaks. One complication: Travis Kelce's NFL schedule. If he had a game the next day in Kansas City, Taylor traveling solo becomes a much simpler security move. This is the calculus of celebrity logistics: film schedules, album rollouts, live events, and the ever-present risk of crowd control. Every decision is a trade-off: visibility versus safety. Speaking of trade-offs, one vendor choice lit up the discourse. The planner reportedly ran another headline-making ceremony years ago, and that connection set comment sections on fire. Mistake, coincidence, or just the A-list using the same shortlist? High-end event planner Mindy Weiss, whose client roster spans Kim Kardashian, Serena Williams, Travis Barker, and, notably, Hailey and Justin Bieber's wedding. That overlap is what fueled speculation. Was this trolling or just the reality of a small, elite vendor pool? Luxury events are often handled by the same 5 to 10 firms because they know the properties, permitting, and crisis playbooks. Then came the date. Some fans asked why September, pointing out that Justin and Hailey married that month in 2019. Others argued timing was practical, aligning with availability and staying clear of a massive October 3rd album release window for Taylor Swift. Creators floated that theory, noting how many artists avoid releasing near a Swift drop. Bottom line, the planner and the calendar fed a perception machine already primed for triangles. But vendor overlap isn't proof of intent, and calendar math isn't conspiracy. It's logistics. Expensive, complicated logistics. Logistics didn't stop one outside group from crashing the narrative with snacks. A package landed that tried to nudge the menu and the headlines. Who sends vegan caviar to a pop wedding? And why now? PETA sent a congratulatory gift. Lay's chips and vegan caviar, nodding to reports that one of Benny's favorite pairings is chips with caviar. The message was clear. Consider plant-based options. While gift baskets don't set menus, they do spark press. And press drives narratives, even when the couple's tastes are famously casual. Creators and TikTok commentators predicted a late-night Taco Bell spread, referencing the pair's engagement picnic. Another trend guess? A pickle bar. Quirky, photogenic, and perfectly on brand for social clips. One more rumor: no traditional first dance, replaced by a surprise performance or a quick studio drop from Benny himself. It's not new for artists to premiere something personal. It is new to stage it as the first dance menus act as cultural signals. Swanky but playful, luxe but approachable. A taco tray at 1 a.m. says, "We chose comfort over pretense." Comfort wasn't the vibe in a separate storyline. A close friend, an elevator at 2 a.m., and alleged earrings found where they shouldn't be. That friction didn't derail the wedding, but it did change how some read the relationship. Was it a misunderstanding or a red flag that never left? Let's not forget the dust-up involving Selena's friend Teresa Marie and Benny Blanco. Security footage reportedly showed them leaving an elevator at 2 a.m. months prior, looking friendly. The same arc included a claim that Selena allegedly found Teresa's earrings in Benny's car, sparking a confrontation at the couple's home. Neighbors allegedly heard raised voices and glass breaking. Important legal note: these are claims surfaced in creator videos and fan chatter, not court filings. Without formal documentation or on-record testimony, they remain allegations. What matters to perception is timeline. After unfollows and speculation, Teresa appears to have made the wedding invite list, suggesting whatever happened was addressed privately. For many couples, boundary setting after a scare can be harder than the initial incident. Public figures do it with the internet watching. Someone else was watching, millions in fact. As tense went up, Justin Bieber posted, and posted, and posted. The comment sections lit up, and one song choice became Exhibit A for motive. Coincidence? Or calculated on the biggest day of an ex? Across creator recaps, the consensus is that Justin Bieber shared 15-plus posts within roughly a 12-hour window leading into the wedding. Scripture slides, selfies, and a run of basketball images, plus at least one clip tagged with a track labeled "I Do." Fans swarmed the comments, accusing him of attention-seeking and reigniting "you lost her" narratives. But let's push back on the premise that Justin is often highly active on social media. That context matters. Behavior that's normal on a random Thursday looks pointed on a wedding weekend. Perception beats pattern when timing is charged. Hailey Bieber reportedly kept things quieter online that day, which only amplified the "what is he doing" speculation. But remember, posts are not confessions. They're pixels on a feed whose meanings are often assigned by viewers, not authors. Still, there's one detail that refuses to die. The 23 messages rumor from Justin's own wedding day supposedly echoed in a Selena lyric. Is there a specific receipt? Yes, and we'll show it in the final minute. Before that, we need to unpack how fan wars weaponize dates, and why September itself became a character. Fan culture runs on patterns. When two relationships overlap in memory, any echo, month, planner, venue style can be framed as symbolic. The September date fueled think pieces in comment sections. Why choose the same month as 2019? Some creators added the Taylor Swift angle, rapping before an October 3rd album release to avoid overshadow. These theories thrive because they're neat. Real logistics are messy. Then there's scripture, posting Bible verses read as spiritual to some and as subtweeting to others, especially lined up beside a song tagged "I Do." Add in a basketball grin, and you've got the internet's favorite game, forensic mood reading. Here's the catch. Once a narrative takes root, new facts get pulled into its gravity. A quiet day from Hailey becomes proof. A friend's RSVP becomes shade. It's content alchemy, turning coincidence into certainty. Certainty is expensive, which is why the biggest star on the guest list reportedly opted out of hotels entirely and built a private security bubble blocks away. What does safety cost when you're a global tour economy? Taylor Swift would attend and likely stay at a private rental, not a hotel, and approach her team favors to limit lobby sightings and staff leaks. At Taylor's level, security planning is a project. Advanced teams, site sweeps, comms blackout, and layered transport. Even the "where is she staying?" question can trigger ground-level crowds within minutes. Private rentals offer control. You choose the staff, you lock the access list, and you can pre-wire camera covers and landscaping screens. Hotels are convenient but porous. One elevator ride can be 100 phones. If Taylor attended, her schedule likely compressed to protect Sunday football travel constraints rumored for Travis Kelce. That demands tighter movement windows and more decoy vehicles. Decoys, shuttles, tents, and trackers. Every tactic in the playbook was used to keep the focus inside the gates. But outside, the narrative kept spooling back to one alleged number, 23. It's time to roll the receipt fans point to. What does the lyric actually say? And does it prove anything? Here's the promised receipt. In creator discussions, the 23 messages claim is tied to a lyric from Selena Gomez's song Ring. The cited line, paraphrased here for fair use, references receiving all 23 messages. Fans connect that number to a rumor that Justin contacted Selena repeatedly on his own wedding day. It's a potent narrative hook because it's specific. Numbers feel like facts. What does the lyric prove? By itself, only that an artist wrote a line with a number. Lyrics are art, not affidavits. Artists compress timelines, blend moments, and choose numbers for rhyme, rhythm, or symbolism. The song dropped after the 2019 wedding, which fuels the inference. But inference is not evidence. Now, the other receipt? Activity patterns. Creator recaps show Justin posting heavily in the 12 hours leading into the wedding weekend, including scripture and a clip with "I do" tagged. That timestamp cluster is real, screen recordable and visible. Motivation, however, isn't embedded in a post. We can observe behavior, we can't assign intent with certainty. So here's the balanced read. Wedding logistics were extraordinary. Shuttles, tents, private rentals, consistent with high-risk, high-profile events. Social media optics were messy. A flurry of Justin posts invited speculation. Hailey staying relatively quiet invited more. The 23 messages lyric is a cultural Rorschach. It means either everything or nothing, depending on which story you want to tell. And that's where you come in. Did the internet overreach, or did the timing say the quiet part out loud? Drop your take in the comments. Pure coincidence or carefully coded commentary? If you found this breakdown valuable, hit like so more people see it and subscribe to Celebrity Scandal Watch.